A very good morning to all. So, the generative AI is the rule for today, and we are surrounded with everywhere. See that how this generative AI works for different models today with the help of IBM Cloud, the Watsonx, the service which is ruling. So let's open the Watson Studio and launch in Watsonx. We start with it straightforward. We have already used all these things in the previous lab, so we'll not waste the time and we will choose this thing, experiment with model prompts. We already know this thing, but before doing this thing, experiment with model law, let's create a new project. So this was the sentiment analysis which we created before, and the new project which we'll see today is that a node for us generate a note for us. So we'll ask the machine to write a thank you note for us. A thank you note for us. And the cloud object storage, we are already having one for sentiment analysis. We'll use the same space and we click on create. So a new project is being created, and this time we'll be exploring a new prompt where we'll be generating certain things. We'll be generating a thank you note, and up till now zero CPU project history, no settings, nothing. So it asks for associate a service. We click on this and we click on this Watson machine learning associated services being associated. So the service is being associated. We go back to the overview of the project and we can see that if we are on which project, it is an experiment with foundation model, and we are in the project of generate a node for us. So we are on the right project. Again, we remember to click on left hand side, that is a sample prompts. And in this case, in the previous lecture, we have seen the classification. Over here, we will see generation, thank you note generation. So let's see that what type of thank you note we can generate from different models. There are different models which are available over here. So let's start with flan and let's modify it. The question which we are giving, let's give more input to it. Write a thank you note to thank director of an agency for his support by sponsoring a workshop to our organization. The workshop was to promote use of IBM Watson at different schools. And who were the attendees over here? The attendees were school children. The topic was IBM Watson, and we say the tone, let's say that it should be a polite tone. And let's generate the thank you note, the model of flan U12. So let's see what note does it generates. So it generates a note. You can change the name. Dear Miss Sister Smith, I wanted to be sure and thank you for the support and provided by sponsoring Saturday's IBM workshop at CSD. It is one of the course imperative that we encourage children to explore technology. As a school administrator, it is my job to ensure that our children are given every opportunity. The workshop was very interesting and interactive. Our students had a great time. Once again, thank you for your support. So it has generated this. Now let's choose another model. Let's take a model, view all foundation models, and let's say that we will be using Mithral instruct model. And this Mithral model is, the details are given over here. It is lower precision, limitations is quick demonstration of the models, Mistral AI team. So let's say that if we select this model, what happens? In the previous model it was 3.5 seconds and 98 tokens were generated in 3.5 seconds. Let's delete the output, and for this Mithral model, what is being generated? Let's wait for it. The same input. Now it says that this model works when you provide at least one example. We have not given any example, but still it is generating, and it is generating much better results because the model has already been trained with the previous input, and it is 13 seconds, and it has generated approximately 190 tokens have been generated. Dear Mr. Johnson, I am writing on behalf of my entire team as well as school children who attended the wonderful workshop organized as a collaboration with your esteemed institution teaching a HM, and it is, we are extremely grateful words. So it has written a much better output has been given. Now let's see what happens if I delete it and I use another model. Let's say a Granite 13B instructor model this time we are using, and this is a model which we are using. It is used for, it is already saying this classification and extraction use cases. So we choose it, this model, and let's see that how this generates the output. So it gives a small output to us, and it gives that thank you for coming. We hope that this training has given you tools and necessary in order to inform decisions. AI education. It does not give a impressive thank you note. So this is how we can compare the output of different models on different things. So let us use another model which gives us something impressive. Mode is in constructor state now. Choose GPT model we are using. Let's see that how does it generate. So it gives two lines thank you modes and 4.2 stake. So this is how we see that how different models works and how different models you can use. Now this is what we have seen. Now let's save this project again as a notebook, and let's call it node generation. Now keep on watching this thing, and in this video at the end I will also show you that how you can use this notebook. So let's, we have already saved it, we go back to our projects, generate notebook for us, we open it, this thing is already opened over here, and this notebook, we go back over here, export project, node generation, and you can export this project to your desktop. So this project has already been there in your desktop. So let's open the desktop, the sentiment analysis, and sorry, this was the project, and this is the JSON file. These are the assets and these are the asset types. This is how you can export your project into your desktop and you can use it. And not only this, there are other things also which you can do with this projects. So let's explore two three things more. So just give me a second. Let's go back to the projects over here, view all projects, and if I open this project over here, generate a note for us, this is how it opens up. And if I click over here, we can see the Let me do one thing. Project import export. Let's see with the another project of sentiment analysis. Yes, over here. So let's see over here. Generate a note for us. History. Node generation. This is over here. And if I click over here, this node generation, what happens over here? So this is your notebook. So this is the prompt notebook which we are getting over here, and it says say that what is the API connection you can use it for your Watson, that what is the model parameters, how you can predict it, how you can use it, execution steps, and it says each and everything, and you can download this as a Jupyter notebook in your system. So this you can see that in the downloads that this has already been generated as a Jupyter source file. So this is how you can use the Jupyter notebook, and you can use the things the which you are training in your system, and you can modify it. So keep on learning and enjoying artificial intelligence. Thank you.